Alright, you guys, so with the addition of the takeover event on Roblox, we saw some pretty high highs. We saw Pressure's Operation Heartburn, which was amazing. We saw TDX's Operation Slime, which was also pretty good. But of course, with that, we saw some pitifully terrible lows. Namely, TDS's takeover event, an event so bad, it didn't even get a proper name. I cannot elaborate how much I think the TDS takeover event was just a lazy, stupid, only doing it because Roblox asked them sorry excuse of an event. I feel so bad for my Tower Defense Simulator fans because I know a lot of y'all still like that game, me myself included. The TDS takeover event was just the base game modes of TDS on one map. It was lazy, it was bad, and it was not good. However, one game in particular made a TDS style event that blew TDSs out of the water. Today, we are talking about Operation Slime. More specifically, how I believe TDX made a TDS event, and why it did better than TDS really could reasonably hope to do. But first, what am I even talking about by TDX made a TDS event? I'm well aware that thumbnail kind of looks a little clickbaity, but if you've seen my previous videos on TDS, you'll know TDS events have a few key tells at what makes them unique. Primarily, TDS events are themed around one central theme, and they don't ever really stray too far from that theme. For example, Lunar Overture was an event themed around a play, and therefore all of the enemies from that were either themed around the various acts of the play, which was telling parts of the TDS storyline, or around the concept of a play itself via the actor enemies. TDX, on the other hand, does not follow this train of thought whatsoever. TDX will have a Christmas event, sure, but the event itself isn't super themed around Christmas. It will expand on TDX's narrative and personal themes. For example, instead of just having a bunch of Christmas enemies, the Christmas 2024 brought back Frosty from Tower Battles and themed it around him. And so while the event, sure, it was still Christmas and winter related, it actually expanded on TDX's core story and actually elaborated on the game's central themes. Operation Slime, however, does not go down this route. Operation Slime is radically different from every other TDX event by a long shot. It is a wacky, silly, fun event themed around slime. It contrasts radically from the other events, which are typically more serious, grounded, and lore-based. The enemies in Operation Slime really feel like TDS enemies. Compare the Slime King boss to Swordmaster, an old TDS boss, and you can really feel the thematic similarities. Both of them look the same, they both have very similar clothes, they have crown, they have sword, they're extremely similar enemies. And then you got a boss like Captain Slime, which admittedly there is no exact one-to-one Captain Slime replica in TDS, but from a design standpoint, he totally feels like something I have seen in TDS. He's a goofy boss, which personally has probably my favorite gimmick of any TD boss, which as you kill him, he gets repeatedly demoted, becoming smaller and smaller until he is literally just a tiny cube. These two bosses show that this event is very different when compared to TDX's other events, but this thematic change is not just purely theme, it is also gameplay related. Operation Slime is the only ever TDX mode outside of Easy Mode to not incorporate the tower health and tower death mechanic, and this is a fundamental gameplay decision that they made that makes the event completely different and makes it feel actually like TDS. So overall, I'm in the middle of the road here. I really liked Operation Slime. I think it was fun, I think it was a good event, I think it was well made, but I think it also is a little weird. I think Tickly Ryzen said it best when he said, quote, "It's good, but I don't want the game to continue down this path for gameplay/style unless it's for something like another Roblox event. TDX should keep its more realistic style in my opinion, since I think they excel at doing that and it makes the game feel gritty." And I agree. I think as a one-off Roblox collab, Operation Slime is fantastic, but the TDX team in no way should pursue this style past occasional one-offs. TDX is the best when it's TDX, not when it's TDS. That being said, at the end of the day, I find it hilarious that TDX made a better TDS takeover event than TDS themselves could. But what do you guys think? Should TDX go all in on Slime? Do you think the event sucked? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. Make sure you subscribe for more salts, you guys. Like the video if you liked the video. And make sure to join that Discord in the description if you're a cool person. That's all for this one, you guys. As always, say it with me now. Make stuff you're proud of.